We have next, which is the official release of the booklet, and we have with us Mr. Veer Advani, Chairman, CI Trade Policy Council and Chairman, Managing Director, Blue Star. We have Mr. Sumanta Chaudhary, who is a Principal Advisor, CI Trade Policy Division. We have two colleagues joining from the CTIL and CI Center for WTO Studies, because they are the ones who are doing a lot more work on these areas. In fact, because of the US delegation here in India, the government called for an urgent meeting, and both of them could not travel because of that. So they would be joining us on virtual call. And we also have Mr. Saurabh Sangla, Chairman, CI Western Region Subcommittee on International Trade and Investments, and Managing Director, Adroit Industries India Limited. So we are set. Have they joined online? Can we have both of them on the screen also? Okay. I request, first of all, the official release of the booklet titled Propelling Indian Businesses to Go Global. I request, yeah. So, yeah, so together, I think if we can open, I think both of them are there on the screen. So I think Dr. James and Dr. Preetham, they have joined. We are missing them on the stage. But I request Mr. Veer Advani to kindly. So CI International Trade Policy Division, along with Center for Research in International Trade, CRIT, comprising with Center for Trade and Investment Law and Center for WTO Studies, has been actively engaging with industry members by sharing trade-related information and organizing capacity-building sessions. Through these initiatives, CTIL and CWS, along with ITPD, have been working to bridge the gap between the government and industry while fostering a collaborative approach. This is the booklet is talking about that. We would be sharing with all the members the details about the same. Without further ado, I would like to request Mr. Veer Advani to briefly address the gathering.
Thank you, Swati. So I think my colleagues in trade policy have done an ingenious thing. I think they put the word AI into promoting trade, and now we've got a room full of people. Otherwise, in India these days, it's difficult to fill a room when you say trade policy, because everyone's only thinking about the US, I guess. But no, it's been a great session. I'm happy to see the hall is still full. I know you did a number of things today, so I think that I think you've done a remarkable job, the CII team, particularly for developing the toolkits for business on sustainability. I think you'll probably pass them around, or they'll be online perhaps. You'll get a chance to see them. This initiative will greatly support Indian businesses in navigating global trade dynamics while aligning with sustainability goals. Today's session, organized in collaboration with CTIL, our colleagues I hope are online, has focused on two highly relevant and forward-looking topics. The first was the impact of AI on services trade and the influence of services trade policies on AI. And the second was the export growth of the media, entertainment, and AVGC services sector. These discussions could not have been more timely. Artificial intelligence is no longer just a technology tool. It is a transformative force that is reshaping industries, revolutionizing processes, and opening new frontiers for trade and investment. In the services sector, AI is improving efficiency, automating routine tasks, and enabling businesses to make better decisions using data-driven insights. From customer service to logistics to financial management, AI is helping companies optimize their operations and compete on a global scale. At the same time, the media, entertainment, and AVGC sector of India is growing rapidly and making a strong impact globally. It is an important part of India's economy with rising exports and increasing global demand. Recognizing this, the government has taken several initiatives, including setting up a national AVGC task force to support the industry's growth and global reach. Another key point of today's event is the release of the brochure on propelling Indian business to go global. Was flipping through this brochure that has just been launched. I hope you'll get a copy of it as well. It looks very interesting on a first flip through, but I'm sure we'll get into more details on it. We really want more members to look at going global. We want them to look at more internationalization, and I think that fits in with the entire theme of the session. In closing, I commend CII, CTIL, and CWTOS for their outstanding work in capacity building across a broad spectrum of critical areas. Their initiatives in goods and services trade, trade facilitation, non-tariff measures, support for MSMEs, the CBAM, the trade and sustainability, and government procurement have all been instrumental in equipping businesses with the tools they need to go global. The team has not only covered a wide range of topics, but also reached businesses across diverse geographies in India, ensuring that stakeholders from all regions benefit from these initiatives. I sincerely hope that this momentum continues in the future. With India's growing influence in global trade, initiatives like these will play a crucial role in shaping policies, enhancing competitiveness, and driving sustainable economic growth. Once again, my congratulations to the entire team for organizing this fantastic session. I look forward to continuing to engage with everyone as we go global. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Without your support, I think this day would not been possible. I would like to call Mr. Sumanta Chaudhary, who is the guiding principle towards this for the context setting. And briefly, if you can share the report, sir. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Veer. And as you all know, Veer is also the chairman of the International Trade Policy Council of CII, and both in his personal capacity and as chair of the International Trade Policy Council, special thanks to Veer, and of course to my two colleagues, Preetham and James, and to their entire teams. Let me say that, sometimes we believe that collaboration is so difficult. I think Preetham, James, CWS, CTIL, and CII have shown that not only is this possible, but this is possible in a way that we all learn from each other. And my special thanks to the CII ITP team and, of course, to the teams here. We would have liked both James and Preetham to be here, but I know they are engaged in more esoteric stuff. So good luck to both of you. But on a more serious note, when we embarked on this journey, and it's exactly 2 years since we embarked on this journey of, capacity building in a true sense. And I don't think capacity building in this scale in industry perhaps has ever been undertaken. And I think over the last 2 years, we've managed to do about 24 programs spread across the length and breadth of the country, spread across sectors of goods and services, spread across newer issues like sustainable development, CBAM, deforestation regulation, spread across a host of partners, all of which I cannot name, but many of them international partners. The ITC, who have developed a toolkit on sustainability, along with the Asian Development Bank, the ITD, the International Trade and Development Institute of Bangkok. We are doing work with the International Institute for Sustainable Development at Geneva, and so on. So the whole purpose of this is threefold. One, to better inform trade and industry about the global trade and investment paradigm. And I use the word very knowingly, it's both trade as well as investment. They are twin tools, complementary tools for going global. Second, providing businesses, particularly the SMEs, with toolkits, some of which you saw today, the standards portal, the way that you can actually look at different public domain portals to decide and what kind of trade you want to engage in. And the third is to seek inputs from you so that the free trade engagements in which India is currently occupied, how do we actually move forward, perhaps learn from some mistakes that we might have made in the past, and also how do we negotiate newer and more difficult issues like sustainable development, like government procurement, etc., etc. So all of this is a reflection of all this hard work that has gone on for the last 2 years. It's for all of you, but certainly once again, I would be saying that I am extremely proud of the work that the ITP has done, and I think it's incumbent on me to take the names Gitanjali, Swati, Arun, Rupesh, Parul, Aisha, and Fatima. And of course, the teams, Ridhish is here from CTIL. Unfortunately, the many colleagues from CWS and CTIL who have all contributed are not here today. But let me again individually contribute and congratulate each one of you. So I hope that this journey that we have embarked on, we will be able to help even more in future. And you will find this publication a one-stop shop to find information. And many of the toolkits that are provided, you will be able to use for more informed decision making. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Moving on to the Dr. James. If briefly you can, within 2-3 minutes, if you can just address the gathering, please. Thank you.
So thank you. Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay. So thank you, Dr. Swati and Mr. Veer Advani. Of course, nice to meet you online. Mr. Sumanda Chowdhury and Mr. Saura Sangla. Greetings to all of you from Delhi. In fact, I really wanted to be there in Mumbai today because, as Mr. Sumanda Chowdhury mentioned, this is actually a culmination of a 2-year partnership between CTL and also Center for WTO Studies with the CAI. We have carried out multiple activities in the last 2 years on a range of issues, and I think Mr. Sumanda Chowdhury outlined the areas where we had cooperation in the past as well. So if I remember correctly, we did a conference in Ahmedabad, one in Bhubaneswar on CBAM and related issues. In June last year, we had a program with respect to MSME in Coimbatore. Then we had another program with AMFOR in Mumbai, I think in September last year. And then we also had a program in Vadodara. But unfortunately, I couldn't attend all these programs. Something happens, keeps coming in unexpectedly. So very sad to miss this particular event, and I really look forward to reading the book, the brochure on propelling Indian businesses to go global. One point I want to mention here is that CTL came into being in 2017, and we are a law center, but at the same time, we understand that most of the issues that we deal with in the sphere of international trade are very complicated. So we have gone beyond the days of tariff discussions. A number of issues are regulatory issues. And for example, many countries are coming up with very complex regulations, not only in goods and services, but in new areas like AI as well. And we have to understand, I think the rule is that if the government has to be empowered, if the government of India has to know the ask, in most trade negotiations, the problem is that we do not know what we are actually looking for. We do not have very tangible ask. So in order to empower the government, our center should actually work as an intermediary or as a conduit in collecting upstream information, gathering it, collating it, and passing it on to the government for possible action, and even to make demands in free trade agreement negotiation. Let me tell you, there is no set template for any agreement. The template depends upon the genuine issues faced by the industry on a day-to-day basis. And we have seen that most of the international trade agreements have actually become relational contracts, in the sense that you identify your interests properly, you seek to address these kind of concerns in the context of an agreement, and then try to find an expeditious and quick solution to the problem. And I think we have to be extremely nimble in this particular world, where the international global norm-making process has come to an end. We have become more transactional to an extent. And therefore, it is my belief that we have to empower the third pillar. The third pillar is basically the industry. And I believe that the MSMEs, especially in the context of India, is very important. Some of them may not know about this kind of developments or the kind of regulations or even the external engagements that we are involved in. So we need to really work with them. And I would like to take a minute. I won't go on for a long time. I would like to especially thank Mr. Sumanta Chowdhury, given his wide experience in the government, in particular in working with the commercial industry and other important ministries at the central as well as the state level. He has understood the pulse of the industry. And CA has become very, very active. In fact, I know that there is a program or a conference on a range of issues. We have been only involved in the trade policy area, but many more things can be done in the future. Both the centers are committed to supporting the industry and supporting the government of India ultimately, and the businesses in general. From my own experience in participating in trade negotiation, especially with the Europeans and the UK, I understood that the governments will have to actually lend their ear to the industry. The stakeholders are very important, and the stakeholders have to be empowered on a continuing basis. Only then you will get the kind of agreement that you want. I will stop here. At the same time, I would like to thank all the people from CI, especially Gitanjali, Swati, Ayesha, Fatima, Shana, Ridish. I might have missed out a few names. And also my colleague Preetham Banerjee. We work very closely on a range of issues. So thanks again. I wish you all the best and look forward to reading the report. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. James. I think it was very insightful, and thank you so much for the appreciation. I would like to ask Dr. Preetham Banerjee, without repeating whatever Dr. James has said, if he can make some comments, probably that would be really helpful. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much, Advani ji, Saurabh ji, Mr. Sumanta Chaudhary. I think all that remains for me is I will not try not to repeat what James said, but it's difficult not to, because I also want to thank the CII ITD team and the partnership that we had through these last 2 years. I want to particularly thank Mr. Sumanta Chaudhary. I've had the privilege of knowing sir for a very long time. He's been a mentor to me at an individual level, and he has been a mentor to this program, this joint collaboration. And as was pointed out, I think this was a journey of learning. Dr. James already underlined that. And the learning was really from our side, from industry. We learned a lot from our interactions with the industry partners. They taught us a lot of things on the minutiae of issues which we need to take to the government. And I think I disagree slightly with my colleague Dr. James. Industry is the main pillar in this case. It is they who need to empower the government, not the other way around. And this communication that needs to happen is what needs to inform our negotiations. As Dr. James pointed out, some other countries do it better than us. But I think what Sumanta ji has started, and through this partnership and many other avenues, we are making good strides of improvement to ensure that the engagement between industry and government is strengthened in trade policy. Advani ji started by saying that it's difficult to fill a room, especially with industry participants on the trade policy issue. And that's what we need to change, because trade policy negotiations are going to define your economic future. As Dr. James pointed out, it's much beyond tariffs. Regulations on AI and many other areas will determine a world where digital technology, manufacturing and services will go together. And if we as a country are to succeed, then we need to ensure that the industry also puts its best foot forward. And I hope that's what's going to happen in the future. I also want to thank Sumanta ji and the entire CII ITD team and our own teams in the centers, because last point that I want to make is that thanks to Sumanta ji's leadership, we took this conversation to smaller cities which we typically don't have these events in, where a lot of the industries are actually present. And that, I think, was one of the underlying successes of this program. So with that, and a big thank you to everyone involved, and for involving us in this journey. Thank you very much. Have a great day.
Thank you, Dr. Banerjee. It was really useful. Now I would like to call Mr. Saurabh Sangla, who's the chairman, CI Western Region Subcommittee, and he's the one I would like to tell that he is one of the taker for one of our capacity building programs. So taking him here towards the word of thanks probably would tell you that what kind of workshops and capacity buildings that we do. So over to you, sir.
Good afternoon. I'm glad that we could fill the room after the lunch session. Yeah. So it is definitely sure that trade and growth for export markets is very critical to all of us. So once again, I would like to take this opportunity to express my sincere appreciation on behalf of CII to all our esteemed speakers, panelists, and participants for making this session on unlocking trade potential, goods and services a great success. We deeply appreciate the valuable insights, thought leadership, and engaged discussions. The sessions also represents a crucial step towards empowering our MSMEs to embrace the global markets and harness the opportunities that FTAs have to offer. Today's session has been designed to provide valuable insights into essential elements such as tariffs, non-tariff barriers, rules of origin, trade facilitations, and custom procedures. By equipping businesses with the right tools, be it access to FTA-related documents, compliance guidance with international standards, or strategies for tariff analysis, we aim to maximize the value these agreements provide. Despite the many FTAs signed by the government, FTA utilization by Indian exporters and importers remain at a very low. Some key challenges include a lack of awareness about FTA's rules of origin, limited industry participation in trade negotiations, and non-tariff barriers in importing countries. It is evident that better understanding and strategic use of FTAs can help Indian businesses leverage existing agreements more effectively and provide informed inputs for future negotiations. So once again, thank you, Swati, and your team, for creating this book and this presentation. I think this will go a long way. And I really feel that we should do this kind of a presentation and session at various states in Western region. It'll be really, really helpful. Thank you. Increasing the utilization of FTAs by industry can go a long way in correcting trade imbalances, ensuring that Indian businesses gain as much from these agreements as our partner countries do. A significant highlight of today's session was the official release of the booklet Propelling Indian Businesses to Go Global, a collaborative effort of CII, CTIL, and CWS, along with various national and international stakeholders. This publication underscores CII's commitment to empowering businesses through knowledge sharing, capacity building sessions, and trade-related workshops across the country. It provides key takeaways, industry perspectives, and regional insights, serving as a valuable resource for businesses looking to scale globally. Today's discussions have reinforced the need for businesses to stay agile, innovative, and well-informed to capitalize on emerging trade opportunities. CII remains committed to working closely with the industry stakeholders, policymakers, and international partners to drive India's trade agenda forward. We look forward to continued collaboration and engagement in future initiatives aimed at unlocking greater trade potential for Indian businesses. Once again, my sincere gratitude to all, and I look forward to seeing you in the upcoming events. Before we have a changeover, I would really like to thank our partners, without whose support today's program wouldn't have been possible. Our prime partners were VM Salgaonkar Brothers Limited, BG Electrical and Electronics India Limited. Our principal partner has been Greenco, platinum partners being Blue Star Limited, Litmus, Meroform, Paras Art Studio, gold partners Rajratan Global Wires Limited, silver partners Arvind Limited, Continental Carriers, Fixotech, Godrej Enterprises Group, NRB Bearings, State Bank of India, Vishwakarma Institute of Technology, bronze partners KYB Conmat, Positive Metering Pumps, RSB Transmissions, Sapre Precision Technologies, associate partners Imagica World Entertainment Limited, Sani Heavy Industry India Private Limited, Tata Projects Limited, Corporate contributors being ISECT Limited, Balmer, Lowry and Company Limited, Duroshocks Private Limited, Hirsch Transport Private Limited, Jagran Lake City University, Maxon Healthcare Private Limited, Jaideep Ispat and Alloys Limited, Sandvik Coromant India Private Limited, Steel Cast Limited, and session partner being CTS. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. With this, we close the session. I request all the dignitaries on the dais kindly come for the photo opportunity. Sure, sir. Yeah, thank you so much. I request CTIL to join on the stage. I request TPD team also to just come on the stage. Yeah. Can we have quickly, please? Yeah. Thank you.